Okay, I'm Becca Inch. I'm the technical coordinator for Dalehead Foods. I just graduated from Harper. I did my placement with Dalehead, and so I just graduated this last year. Dalehead Foods is a fully integrated supply chain, and we solely supply pigs to Waitrose, and also their fresh lamb as well. So I did my placement in 2010, 2011. And at the end of my year there, they asked me if I would be interested in coming back. So that was something to consider. At first, it's quite difficult because obviously you don't know what you want to be doing, and having a job as soon as you graduate, although it's very good, it also then cuts down any opportunity for travelling or anything like that. But they offered me a scholarship for my final year tuition fees. I think they're a really good company to work for because it's a fully integrated supply chain. There's so many different avenues that you can go down. So from that point of view, it's got really good potential for further development. Currently, we've got 2 scholarships running. One is in the pig production side, which is at our agricultural base, which is BQP in Suffolk. And they will be a part of the technical team, so working on the team that I work on. And we do trying to do continual improvement on farm to get best practice. So that involves long-term projects, trials, working with farmers, that sort of thing. And then we've got the lamb scholarship as well, which is over in Wales, and that is working with the lamb producer group because that supply chain is slightly different. We have a group of 540 farmers over there, so that's working with them to keep them in contact with Waitrose and what we need from the farms over there. And then also we have just a placement in MPD at Linton, which is our main processing site. I think enthusiasm is one of the most important things. I think myself and Imogen have both found if you're enthusiastic and willing to put your all into something, then you get the responsibility. Both of us had massive responsibility on our placements, so that really helps with development as well.
I'm Imogen Radford. I'm studying a BSc Honours degree in agriculture, and I'm on placement with Dalehead Foods, working with the BQP side of things, which is more agricultural based production system part of it. I applied for my scholarship and placement last year, and that role is on the fields person side, so working alongside all the farmers as an advisor, feeding back any knowledge or research that we do at BQP back to the farmers, checking up on welfare and feed rations and things like that. So that's my role. I think it was because when I was in my second year, I was sort of steering towards consultancy. I wanted to work with farmers. Farming and farmers are a big part of my life, having been brought up on a farm myself. So I love the farming community, love talking to them. So consultancy was something I wanted to do. I heard about Dalehead's scholarship, but I was more focused on the job rather than the scholarship. It just sounded brilliant, working with farmers every day, working with a really close, small team seemed really good, and that's basically the only reason. The scholarship was sort of a bonus at the end of it. I'd say that it's not what I expected, but in a very good way. I'd say that you do about 50% out on farm with the farmers, getting to know them all. But then a lot of it was unexpected, that I'm working a lot in the supply chain. So I get a lot of responsibilities working alongside Waitrose and Dalehead. My manager is a supply chain fields person, so she not only looks after a group of farmers, she also looks after the supply chain. So that involves like marketing, publicity, writing big important documents to go in new build packs for when we're recruiting new farmers. So I do a lot of that, and I suppose I didn't realise also the amount of responsibility that I'd be given straight away, which is fantastic because as a student you sort of think, oh, I'll just be given the meaningless little jobs, but it's fantastic the responsibility they give you. I'd say rather than thinking stick to your comfort zones and apply for a job on a farm, I'd say jump out of that box immediately because it's not worth it. You can go and work on a farm at any time in your life. I'd say for me, I wanted to go and work for a company because I've never worked from that side of things. I've always worked from the farmer's point of view, and it's been really, really eye-opening. Companies aren't all bad. You really do get to understand why they do the things they do, what sort of pressures they're under. So I think from that point of view, working for a company is so important in this year, because you also sort of think, well, maybe I don't want to work for a company for the rest of my life. Maybe I am farm-based. So I think you need to use this opportunity to spread your wings and really, really go for the best job you can get.